Let's move on to Orissa, where my colleague Vishnu Som will give you a ground report from the constituency of Kendrapara.
Hello and welcome to our continued focus on key constituencies ahead of the big national elections. Now, you could well be wondering what I'm doing standing in front of a helicopter in Para in Orissa, but the reason I'm doing that is because the person who flies this helicopter is the sitting MP of Kendrapara, Panda. A lot of his critics actually say that Panda is a high-flying politician. He needs to be seen more among the people. But Panda makes the point that this is the fastest, the most easy way for him to reach people out there in his large constituency so that he can talk to them, so that he can meet them. In moments, Panda arrives, briefs us, conducts checks, and starts up his tiny Robinson R44 chopper. And along the way points out what he considers some of his biggest achievements in Kendrapara, pushing for the construction of this rail line, which will bring commerce from the nearby Paradeep port, and constructing bridges like this one, which was languishing for 19 years. The criticism from the BJP and the Congress is that you are not seen to be someone who is with the people on the ground. You're a high-flying politician. You come in, you go out, but are you really one with the people?
That's utter nonsense, because I've averaged about 14 to 15 days a month in my constituency during the last 5 years. When Parliament is on, I come here about 5 days a month. When Parliament is not on, about 25 days a month. It's just propaganda by opponent parties, which is typical. But if you go to the villages, and I have records to show where I have been to each and every one of the 333 panchayats, which I think is a record, because people keep telling me that they're not used to seeing the MP.
Okay, and so Jeb, the Congress leader over here, Mr. Nayak, was saying that you have promised Gurgaon, but at the end of the day, Kendrapara is nowhere close to that in terms of development.
Well, the so-called Congress leader was not at all active until about a week ago. I don't think he has much of an idea about what the state of Kendrapara was 5 years ago. If you will see, the major rail line construction which has started, which is cutting right next to the Kendrapara town, was a dream for many decades. And the project had been on the anvil for a long time, and it took many review meetings and other kinds of efforts on not only my behalf but also our state government to get it going.
The Kendrapara constituency is the bastion of the Biju Janata Dal. Only once has Kendrapara fallen to the Congress, in the very first Lok Sabha election. Odisha's tallest leader, Biju Patnaik, has won this Lok Sabha seat on 3 occasions. Well, what you see over here is a somewhat unusual scene. We've been traveling with the BJD in this entire part of Kenya, but these are leaders of the Congress at a Congress rally. So you've got the BJD over there. On the left-hand side of your screen, you've got BJD vehicles over there, and you've got the counter rally of the Congress party on the other side. But it seems to be going peacefully enough. So a clear idea of the political flavor and the expectation over here in Kendrapara as vehicles of the Congress party pass by vehicles of the BJD. 75% of roads in areas in Kendrapara are concretized. Water is available through bore wells. Several development projects have started. These are positives on the ground. But is that enough for an area which has the population of the size of a country like Estonia? No is the simple answer for Dharanidhar Nayak, a High Court lawyer and Congress leader who has the awesome task of taking on the BJD in the heartland of the Biju movement. For these Congress supporters, development in Kendrapara isn't a work in progress, it's a failure. The Congress says Panda promised Gurgaon, but there is no industrial base in Kendrapara. The BJD's opponents say workers migrate from Kendrapara to seek better employment elsewhere. The BJD, they say, takes credit for central government-funded projects like the Prime Minister's Gramin Sarak Yojana, which has ensured better road connectivity to villages. Would you accept that it is an uphill battle for you, or do you believe that you are firmly in a position to defeat Panda here?
I am firmly in a position to defeat the other because this is my constituency, this is my birthplace. I am born and brought up in Kendrapara district in this constituency. The other man, he's coming from outside and people want somebody who will serve them, who will give them proper service. It is not that coming in a helicopter once in a blue moon and thereafter going back with his helicopter.
Elsewhere in Kendrapara, the BJP has been conducting door-to-door campaigning. The BJP leader Bishnu Das realizes he has a tough task ahead in taking on the Biju Janata Dal in their backyard. For the BJP, cashing in on what they say is the Modi wave across the country is a big priority. Senior BJP leaders are taking Odisha very seriously. We've seen Rajnath Singh campaigning over here and Narendra Modi campaigning here as well.
लिटरेसी रेट अगर बढ़ता है उसमें यहाँ से जो लोग बाहर गए हैं, हर गांव से लोग जो बाहर गए हैं उन्होंने शिक्षा को समझते हैं, शिक्षा का वैल्यू क्या होता है, उसके जिला में लिटरेसी रेट बढ़ा है। इसको लेकर अगर कोई वाहवा लेने की कोशिश करता है वो गलत है। आपने जो विकास की बात कही, इस जिला में विकास क्या हुआ है आप यहाँ के आम आदमी को पूछ सकते हैं, किसी एक स्थान में किसी एक व्यक्ति को पूछ सकते हैं।
Supporters of the BJP here say it's all very well for the BJD to talk about mega development, but even basic issues like proper drainage have not been addressed.
ड्रेन पानी आपत्ति हमारा सुविधा किसी नहीं जल पीवा पानी भारी हैरान बोलते बड़ा नहीं
पानी आसुनी
ना केतल टिके आउची केतल आसुनी खरा दिन भारी हैरान।
At the end of the day, though, for either the BJP or the Congress to pull off an election win here will be nothing short of an election coup. Naveen Patnaik, the Chief Minister and son of Biju Patnaik, remains an immensely popular figure. At this rally in Kendrapara, attended by Naveen, the legacy factor remained critical to the BJD's campaign. As loudspeakers bared out eulogies to Biju Patnaik, Naveen Babu looked on. Odisha seems a certain win. But what role does he see for his party at the centre? With Sabyasachi Panigrahi, Vishnu Shom for NDTV.